Mile 23. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. Everybody, with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Stafford going to throw from the outset. That's out to the flat for Akers. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And a little floater there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a lot more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got it. Touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead in the final stages of this first half. Well, that drive finally took up an eternity. We finally had some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but please didn't you fire too, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And similar to his nickname, Russell Wilson has a dangerous mix of skills, the ability to throw from the pocket and extend plays and throw on the run. Not to mention an absolute winner. Usually has his team in the playoffs competing for Super Bowl opportunities.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play and a half. It's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BJ, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And the rushing numbers should tell the story of why they trail at the half. They're still in single digits in yardage as a team through 2 quarters of play. It's not good.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Rams have got it back. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Stafford now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery has up in ideal field position where they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're out the first turnovers, especially when it's into field position like they have, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they're looking for.
field goal. Gay back out there to kick it off. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And he wisely will throw that one away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll take this up to the 30, the gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now here on EA Sports, it's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown. This game is over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down. Trailing in the 4th quarter, they got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing now is Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Now Wilson, and that's caught by Williams. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, the offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
You know they say, it's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.